morning, soon to be afternoon. Clutching my notes. 13th of October, I do believe. Wednesday. Halfway through the week, halfway through another week. If indeed you are someone who clocks your motivation and energy levels throughout the week, that perhaps dip round about Wednesday, but kind of creep up again round about Thursday, Friday. I don't know, just rambling, because this is the preamble. There's no one here yet. This really does feel like the no man's land, the no woman's land, the no person's land, where I'm talking to myself, but then the counter starts ticking. So I know someone is there, maybe lurkers. All lurkers are welcome. You don't have to comment. You might just want to arrive, do the snack, do the movement snack, and leave. Kathy, you're first in today. Is that, it's been a while since you've been first in. Well, should I say, yours is the first message that I've received, Kathy. Love receiving messages from you, Kathy, and Vivian. Not so much Andrew Scott. We just let him go. He's just kind of in the background, isn't he? Bolt's arrived. No tea towels today. No iconic tea towels. Just an iconic t-shirt. Got me notes. Gonna, yeah, a slight mix up again today. Might have a new one in here. Variation on a theme. To be fair, I think we've moved everything in every possible direction there is to move it in. Every permutation of movement, joint angle, we've done. I think it's a bruschetta with Bex. That's a new one. I like that one, Andrew. A bruschetta. All right, DS. Did you just send me a message to say you were sunbathing, DS, with Mr. B up there? It's a rainy day. It's a rainy day in Bolton, not in Georgia. It's not a rainy night in Georgia. It's a rainy day in Bolton. Ken, it can be difficult to get the right size box, doesn't it? To put your feline in. How are you all feline today? See what I did there? I have to over egg the gags just in case you missed them, and I don't get a chance to laugh at my own jokes unless I say them out loud. How you all feline today? And how's your packaging going? Thank you, Ken. Thank you, Ken, for acknowledging all my pre-messages. As do others. But Ken, you always go that extra mile, and I do appreciate that very much. Anyone that shares my sense of humour gets my vote, really. No shock there then. All right, Super G, you've been dusting and cleaning most of the morning. I'm not surprised you got trouble breathing. That's what dust does. It's best left alone. Don't unsettle it, Super G. That dust, just keep it there. What else can I say? Is CK in yet? Is Carol Kent arrived? Oh, I've got something special to say when she arrives. Another opportunity for me to laugh at my own joke. She will be here. She absolutely will be here when Carol Kent arrives. Someone give me a nudge if I've missed it. Vivian, I've got rainy day in Bolton. I think we should get Randy Crawford to do a remake of Rainy Night in Georgia. Just imagine that with a rainy day in Bolton. I'm not going to burst into song, it's okay, but it is playing in my head right now. Anyway, let's get on with it. I'm going to give you more Cirque Boost for your money today, even though no transaction has taken place. Here she is, CK. I was just thinking about you. I was going to say, Carol Kent, now you're here. All loyalty card holders, we do a special welcome to loyalty movement snack card holders. CK, that's you. I might knock up a quick loyalty card and just put it out on the group again, like I did with the tickets. That's my door buzzer gone. I'll have to stay there. You're squeezing in. Thank you, CK. Gillian with the G's in. I think the G's, the J's, and the Miss. Oh no, I haven't seen Miss P yet. Crikey, well, they're on a 3-2-1. Otherwise, I'll be over egging it. What was I going to say? Yes, more Cirque Boost for your money today, even though there's no money that's exchanged hands. Hello, Maddie. So we're going to intersperse every movement today with an extra bit of circ boost. And we know only usually really intersperse extra circ boost in the 8 a.m. But today we're going to crowbar in some extra circulation boosting activities, variations on a theme. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Good afternoon, Bex Townley from Later Life Training. Hello, Carolyn. Justin, smack in, skid off the brakes as you've arrived, Carolyn. Good to have you. Feel free to chat amongst each other during the circ boost if your device is in an appropriate space. If not, focus on what's going on. You know what to do. Have a look and decide which of these movements are for you. You're going to have seated and standing options. Floor area clear, right feet on your footwear if you're going to be in stand, right chair for your height if you're going to be in sit, and some fixed, firm, supportive external support. Here we go, circ boost, standing prompts first, carry on in sit or wait for my prompts in a minute. Even weight, cross both feet. You might want to do a little bit of pressing feet into the sand just to check your adjustable legs are switched on and your suspension is switched on. Lift and lengthen, get going on the circ boost. Deep breaths whenever you need them, and the longer we continue with this type of activity, you're going to get a creep effect. A light creep effect of heart rate. It's going to creep up, and that's significant. Gradually creeping up, just notching up a few extra beats per minute, and with that will be the need to take some deeper breaths. If you know you're on your feet at any time in your day, or you're going to go for standing options today, give extra thought to ankles, feet and toes. Involve them in this circ boost. You're going to need them in a moment. And then start to add in, sorry, that was me just showing ankles, feet and toes and how you need them, by the way. Adding in the upper limb movements, the arm movements. You might want to take a supportive stand, get both arms going, or use this external support to your advantage and benefit so that you can move freely with your circulation boosting movements. Keep going in stand. Sit options to get going if you haven't already. Plant and anchor the feet if they're involved for you. Lift and lengthen out of the chair. Active postures. Remember the supporting parts. Support your moving parts. I do like to state the obvious, but I think it's important sometimes. Most of the time. Both arms going if you can, or you might prefer to feel your way around single arms. You'll know which is best for you. Bringing arms together, that might help with coordination. Keep it steady and fluid and rhythmical. So that might mean making the movements smaller perhaps, just to find your rhythm. It's your pace, your rhythm, not mine. Have a hip walk forward if you have intention to come on your feet at any time in your day. You may of course prefer to stay back in full back position. This is so that we've got a bit more leg room, so that even though you're in sit, there's still opportunity to involve the ankles, feet and toes. And they are, of course, another state the obvious. We need ankles, feet and toes for all standing activities. So you might have arms and legs going. I've got a squeaky chair going on today, I don't know why. There you go, I've got rid of the squeak. You might have all limbs going, just upper or just lower, whichever you prefer. Do you feel boosted? Do you feel the need to just take deeper breaths? Remember, that's going to come from the whole of the chest and the rib cage. Enjoy those deeper breaths. And we're going to crowbar in extra circ boost today. It's just kind of notched up to light intensity, not breathless or out of breath. Right, your first one today, she says, can't read my own writing. Okay, I'll give you the sit option first. The sit option is functional reach. The stand option is L-shaped steps. So here's a functional reach. You can do this in sit or stand, but it's my version of seated alternative today. Bring the feet back a little bit if they're involved, or you might be back in the chair. We're rehearsing the hip hinge. You'll need your buttocks here. You'll need a bit of buttock squeeze as you take that hinge forward, and imagine your trunk, your back as a drawbridge. So we're not looking to bend forward, we're looking to hinge forwards and then upright. And you may want to go into a complete full back rest, active sit, hinge and upright. And this hinge can increase in size and range. It could be for getting to lower levels. It could be for getting to things just out of reach. And of course, it's all part and parcel of sit to stand. So there's your functional reach, and you might want to alternate arms. You might want to use both arms. So without this hand there on the leg, you're going to need more activity, more feet, more buttocks. Standing option for the first movement today. Nothing to do with hip hinge. L-shaped step. I'm staying on the theme of adjustments, feeling steady and stable and being able to adjust for every situation. So close to some external support, hand on, could be a wall. I'm going to move the leg farthest from the support, and it's just kind of really your stride length and pace. So it's a stride forward, it's a return, a bit of adjustment, and then an L shape this way, and then return. Supporting leg is a little bit soft, the heel can come off there. It's a forward step, a little adjustment, and then a side step. So it's an L-shaped step. And things that you might want to just be aware of is that your knees and toes face the same direction. There, knees and toes face the same direction. That's always on both legs. Have a little switch off, little go the other side. Use the support if you need. Make that stride bigger if you would like. Adjust. There. So it's just getting your feet around the direction you want to travel. Without external support if that's comfortable for you, but use it to your advantage if it's going to give you the confidence to stride bigger, adjust and step out. So key things, you might want to have a glance, knees and toes face the same direction on both legs. There. So it's kind of our Zorro step, but not so overstepped and overstated. So just little adjustments, change in directions, L shape. And you might want to find your own kind of little rhythm there, forward and side. And just be aware what's happening in your trunk. Okay, let's crowbar in another round of circ boost. This could be arms only. If you're going to go arms only, slower and bigger, and focus on an extra squeeze on the back end here. If you are in stand, you might want to rehearse your standing positions. Close feet, wider feet, 1 foot slightly forward. So that is a task whereby your arms are moving in the same directions for circ boost, but you've got changeable positions going on at the bottom end. That might mean you want a single arm circ boost. So can you work your way around different base of support positions with an upper body circ boost arm? So there's a balance challenge in there also. If you don't want that, seated, remove the balance challenge and just play around with range of motion. So steady circ boost here, slower, bigger here. So if we go bigger, we go slower. If we go smaller, we can have a little bit more pace. There you go, that was circ boost, upper arms only. Right, ready? Second movement, same for everyone. You can do it in sit or stand, it's up to you. It's an elbow bending medley, which is basically this, the elbow bending, but. Elbow bending in relation to what is the shoulder doing? I think we've done these before. I'm going to stand here but remain in seated if that's comfortable for you. Active postures, shoulders down. I'm going to take the first elbow bend here. Now you can either just bend the arms without effort, or you can add an extra grip. So create a fist Squeeze the fist and create tension through the front of the arms there. Can you feel you can generate your Popeye muscles here? So this is your very much our everyday lifting, carrying type position, isn't it, here? So we need the shoulders and we need the front of the arms. But we can bend the elbows in other directions as well. So what about, I'm going to run out of space here. Arms out to the side, comfortably so. Again, using the fist to generate that tension this way. So there's your Atlas kind of pose. And this is reaching, grabbing, drawing stuff into the side. We're kind of verging on pulling as well. So there's your front. Can you feel you can create the tension in the front of the arms? And then of course there's the in front of us grabbing this way. So there's the same thing. So we've got the same elbow bend, but arms, shoulders in a different position. And then there's the top down. Are you comfortable single arm or double arm? And there is again there. So we put them all together. We've got from the bottom up and release. We've got from the sides and up. We've got from the front and up. And we got from up, down, squeeze. So it's how we use the elbows and the muscles here in the front of the arms, how we use them in relation to where shoulders are. So that's your front arm medley. Ready for another circ boost intersperse. Legs if you'd like. So second intersperse of circ boost, but now start to mix it up a bit. Hands on the external support if you'd like, if you need. Still making most of ankles, feet and toes, maybe put in some double steps. So randomise the steady leg march, so it's not just staying in the same position. And maybe smaller and much bigger, and then just take a pause. So we're back on adjustable steps, or slower and bigger, slower and bigger. Have a play with that. In seated, we can do the same with legs if you want to. So we can use our usual heel raises, our usual steady march, a little bit of quick feet in between there as well. Or you might want to put in some extra reaches away, extending the feet forwards, or indeed reaching the heels out. So mixing up lots of different options, or staying with upper body option there on the row. So there's your second circ boost intersperse. Okay, last movement today, what have I got? Trunk medley with 3 different leg positions. Let's do the trunk medley first. So the top half is the same in sit or stand. Have a look. I'll take it in seated. It's the same in stand if that's your preference. We're going to take some reaches and bends and extends, but mixing that up with some left and rights and some coordination, a bit of memory recall as well. Have a look. Anchor the buttocks if in sit. We're going to take a side bend to one direction, take a pause. A rib shift to the other direction, take a pause. A turn to the other direction again, and then an extend on supporting both arms. And then we change sides. So this time round, I'm going to take my side bend to the right. I'm going to take my rib shift reaching out to the left, my trunk turn to the right, and then my shirt off back extension. So that's the trunk movements, that's the trunk medley. I'll show you again in stand. To get the most support, to create the best base of support in stand, anchor the hips, wide legs, suspension is on, there you go. There's the bend and return. There's the, I'm running out of space. There's the reach, so there's the function reach out to the side. There's the turn, and there's the shirt off. So that's your trunk movements. You can also start to challenge that a little bit further by changing where your legs are. This may increase the balance challenge. So just be ready for your adjustable steps, be ready with external support, but you might want to try it with the feet a little bit closer together, and you will feel now the side bend might feel more challenging. Certainly the reach out to the side will feel more challenging. You'll probably find you can't reach as far because you want more support from the legs. So the challenge is slightly narrower and then reach away. So you're really working to leave those hips behind. Then there's the turn. You might find it's more difficult to take a trunk turn with the feet narrower together because again, you haven't got all of that stability of the wide stance. And there's the back extension. Take a pause. So those are the options. Shall we whip round again on the recap? The first one we had was L-shaped step. Lots of extra additional steps, hand on support if you need, and considering that the knee and the toes of both legs face the same direction. So an L-shaped step, one to the front, one to the side. Can you see as well? Deliberate footfall, heel through to the ball of foot, heel through to the ball of foot. Make those small as you need. Use external support. And the seated alternative for L-shaped step was hip hinge, functional reach, using your buttocks, bit of squeeze, single arms or double arms, or you might want to bring that to a lower level hip hinge. Elbow bending medley went elbows tucked in, there. Add some extra squeeze, arms out to the side, Atlas man, there. Forward and towards you, there, and then reaching up, there. So you're using your elbows and your front of your arm muscles in lots of different directions, all required in daily life. And the last one was the trunk medley that did a side bend to one direction, pause in the middle, a reach out to the other, a trunk turn to the other, and then a back extension and shirt off, as we call it. And those can be rehearsed. Feel your way. How do you feel with your feet in different positions doing those? That is it. Just get my movement snacking buffet. Maddie had a phone call. Super G. Glad you're there to remind us what we did. Thank you, Miss P. Thank you, Super G. So there was essentially three, well, there's always more than three because there's other alternatives, isn't there, for sit and stand. Anyway, there you go. That's your medleys done. And have a medal. A special goodbye to all our loyalty card members. Still chuckling about that. I'll see you tomorrow. Back on the noons. You got Kels for more Octopussy. Back at 4 o'clock. Have a good 4 hours. Keep on movement snacking and see you tomorrow. Bye for now.